It's Crudup here. Welcome to my show. Today is Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. We have to talk about the brawl between the Pistons and Hornets on Monday night's game. And it hasn't been pretty. And it hasn't been easy. And it hasn't been well, for real. Monday night was ugly. Everything that happened so far and so fast in this game, but anyway, it just really happens. It all started Monday. And then in the third quarter, it was a game between the Pistons and the Hornets. And then suddenly, things got out of hand. Face had been slapped, and then all hell broke loose. It was Monday night. When I had to talk about that game, it was on Monday night. 4 players have been ejected, and a lot have been suspended, including Stewart, who did not play, started this mess, went out to the court, and started throwing the punch that you had never ever gonna see for real. Stewart and the Pistons shouldn't know better. They become the bad boys in the NBA now. They in first place in the conference. And all they do is win. What I saw on Monday was like, hey, Lord, take a look at this. Take a look at this video. Take a look at the screen. And it went bad. Went bad for them between the Pistons and the Hornets. It just not, it was unfair, unreal, and went viral. The Brawl went viral on Monday night. All hell just broke loose by them players storming the court. Security guards tried to put them apart. And I believe the whole message is great. The biggest brawl ever here in the NBA. We had brawls here in the NBA back in the 1980s, the 1990s. That's that they have started to do. And the players should know better about this. The whole thing is just, well, maybe we wouldn't have watched the game here. We were watching here in the first place. But here, the Detroit Pistons are the #1 seed here in the NBA. Here in America has started this mess. Stewart has started this mess. And all hell just broke loose. I think Stewart just drew a punch on #0 of the Charlotte Hornets. But we're going to find out and what went wrong and what went down here on Monday night. So I'm going to read this to you. And I believe that the Hornets right now, it just seems to be look, maybe we just drop it and see what's going on. But I'm not, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong on this one. Do not get me wrong. And I believe, look, the Detroit Pistons, they had 39 wins and they had 13 losses. And there's no reason to stay here in the NBA. 29 wins and 13 losses here this season. Now the whole story just went down. It was a breakout. And just couldn't believe what's happening, what went down here for real. It's just not right for them. It didn't sit well for the NBA, and it didn't sit well for Adam Silver, the commercial. So what happens is, we just know what went down here on Monday night. Here's a look in this video.
To Instagram after the whole Hornets Pistons fight, talking about Isaiah Stewart saying the enforcer was grabbing hair, he wasn't trying to box for real, and there was actual police presence there after all had happened because the Hornets and Pistons locker rooms were close to each other, and someone got a video of Isaiah Stewart walking off after the fight, and also Jalen Duren reacting to it as well.
Yeah, I expected him to stay on my bench, you know, I was drafted in Detroit.
It's an overly competitive game. Emotions flaring. You know, at the end of the day, we would love to keep the basketball, but you know, things happen. Everybody's playing hard.
Did he headbutt you first, or did you headbutt him first? What kind of happened there?
I don't know. I guess the film would tell. You watch the film, you make that decision.
This is what I'm talking about here. This is what I have to talk about here. This is what the NBA commissioner, the NBA needs to step up and stop all this doggone mess. Hornets and the Pistons. But man, I believe the NBA needs to put a stop to this until it gets out of hand. The NBA stuff has getting out of control, people. It's getting out of control and it's not even funny for all. But anyway, it's just funny, isn't it? So, we should have the boxing match here in the NBA, right? We should have a street fight here in the NBA. If we're gonna let this happen. And yes, we do. That's 100% right. They're gonna let this happen. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna continue on, and it's gonna continue on. The whole stuff is just a mess. I mean, if you ever been in a street fight like this, like the Phoenix Suns and the New York Knicks, then you got in '93, and then you got the Hawks and the Heat in '94 in the playoffs, and then you got the Bulls and the Knicks in '94 in Game 3. That was 1994. And I believe it was just a whole mess. It's like something just wait. I mean, something just happened. I mean, how did that going on? How that going on here in this time? You can never even tell what's going on. For sure. Now I'm gonna look at this video right now, and I can tell you why what went down. It went on this and it went viral here on this headline. And this brawl going on and it's just like this. Now it went physical and it went ugly. And that says this. Now in the country now what I do know about this, it just went one. And I didn't believe the bad boys are going to become the Detroit. I mean, I gotta say this: the Detroit Pistons here in the NBA are becoming the bad boys in history, just like in the 1980s. And remember, they're gonna be the tough to beat to get to the NBA championship, to get to the NBA finals and win their fourth NBA championship first time since 2004. I can tell you that right now. The Detroit Pistons are tough. They're 39 and 8 and 13. And I gotta say this, man. Man, to hell with the Detroit Pistons. The hell to the Detroit Pistons. You're gonna see this coming. And it's just like this. And it was ought to be. And it's not quite you can see. And you just hate it. You really just hate it. What went down on Monday night. So here's the look right now. Now, the Charlotte Hornets had down 9-game winning streaks last night by the Detroit Pistons. It was a tight affair with the East leading Pistons either out a 6-point win in the final seconds. That was not the story of the game, though. The Hornets had 2 players ejected, and yet Charles Lee was tossed for argument, and the Pistons had 2 players ejected during a massive brawl on the court. Marshall DeBella and Miles Bridges left early for the Hornets, while Jalen Dorner and Isaiah Stewart were tossed on the other side. After the game, Pistons coach J.B. Bickerstaff put the blame firmly on the Hornets. Now, he said, our guys deal with a lot. They are not the ones that intimidate. They are not the ones that crossed the line tonight. It was clear through frustrations because of what DJ was doing and that they crossed the line, and BJ hate that it got as ugly as it got. That's not something you ever want to see. Becker started adding that while he hated how wild the brawl got, if players are punching, they have responsibility to protect themselves. That's what happens tonight. So back and watch for the film. So go back home to watch the film. They're the ones irritating and crossing the line. Our guy had to defend himself. The coach said. Some users on Twitter were quick to disagree with Bickerstaff's account with a few posting screenshots of what appeared to be incident. So it is what it is. You can see it. I can see the pistol right there. I saw the pistol. Now I can saw the pistol. Now everything that went wrong here in the Detroit Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets game on Monday night. And it went ugly. It went ugly. I saw this guy put the hands on the Charlotte Hornets player. I saw this guy did that. And all hell just broke loose. It was a doggone mess. And for real. I mean, the whole thing had just went wrong. And the brawl continues and everybody's escalating, security try to break them out. Number zero on who went out to it. Bridges that just came out to it and started this whole doggone mess. I can see it right now. Now Bridges is tough. Down on this player here tonight. And yes it is. It is what it is. And Dawn. Summer James, I mean this is how what happened. James tried to hold the guy back and then it's still going on. Right here on this video. So I saw the video and I saw everything that went wrong. And now had just spoke loose. Until Isaiah Stewart got on Miles Bridge, threw the punch at him, and then all hell just got broke loose. They went at it, they got in a fight in just about 5 to 10 seconds. And it went wild. It just went wild for Stewart. Miles Bridge has been ejected. And Isaiah Stewart had left, got suspended for 7 games. The longest suspension I ever seen here in this NBA today. And boy, they should have known better about this. The fight they broke out, and that's just didn't even know. And I believe Isaiah Stewart should be ashamed of himself. So I think it is for us right now. Now it says this. Let's listen to this right now. The NBA has officially handed down discipline following Monday night's heated Pistons Hornets interaction and Detroit forward center Isaiah Stewart is facing the stiffest penalty. On Wednesday, the league announced that Stewart has been suspended 7 games for leaving the bench early, aggressively entering an on-court interaction, and fighting during the incident late in Detroit's win over Charlotte. According to the NBA, the length of Stewart's suspension was influenced not only by his role in the fight, but also by what the league described as his repeated history of unsportsmanlike acts. Now, what happened? The incident occurred with 7:09 remaining in the third quarter of the Pistons' 110 to 104 victory at Structure Center on February the 9th. 2 days ago, the situation escalates after Hornets forward Marcelo Debater committed a defense foul on Pistons center Jalen Dawn, leading to a physical confrontation between multiple players. Stewart left the bench area and entered the frame, which significantly increased the severity of the league's discipline. Additional suspensions, the NBA also issued the following penalties. Miles Bridge of the Hornets, 4-game suspension for fighting and escalating the attraction. Marcelo Debater for the Hornets, 4-game suspension for fighting and escalation the attraction. Jalen Dawn for the Pistons, 2-game suspension for intimidating the attraction and fighting. All 4 players were situated tactical fouls and ejects won the game. And while the suspension began, Stewart and Dawn will be serving the suspensions Wednesday when the Pistons visit the Toronto Raptors at Scott Bank Arena tonight. Bridge and Devin will also be serving their suspensions Wednesday when Charlotte hosting the Atlanta Hawks. Now, the impact on the Pistons now. Stewart's absence is a significant blow for the Pistons team already negatively, liner intensity known for his physicality, defensive toughness, and emotional rage. Stewart has long walked the fine line between intensity and discipline and balance that once again came under security with this ruling. Detroit will not need to reshuffle its front court rotation for the staying stress as Stewart shows one of the longest suspensions of his NBA career. For better or worse, Isaiah Stewart's reputation continues to follow him, and the league made it clear this time, that poor internet mail will determine the punishment. Now it says this, and I'm gonna say this too before I close this up. Well, before I close this thing up, I mean, Isaiah Stewart is all over the place over there. He went onto the Miles Bridge and got to the into it after fighting the guy like a for real. Isaiah Stewart up there went over to the other guy for the Charlotte Hornets player and just pound him like a for real. Anyway, excuse my language, but anyway, it just isn't right for the player that ever going on. Excuse my language, I'm sorry about my language, but look, Isaiah Stewart shouldn't know better. He is one of the most disgusting player for the Detroit Pistons I ever seen in my whole doggone life. For real. And the Pistons team shouldn't know better. They better protect themselves until something happens for real. This NBA needs to step up and stop all this dang on mess. For real. The Detroit Pistons are the bad boys now. They are. They are the bad boys here in the NBA. And for all of this reason that's going on, it is what it is. The Charlotte Hornets are to blame. Isaiah Stewart is to blame for the Detroit Pistons. Isaiah Stewart, the Detroit Pistons, is to blame. He becomes the most baddest player on the planet. For real. And I gotta say this to you, man. If they get in this playoffs, they better behave right now. And BJ Beckerstadt needs to control those players for getting into this. For getting into that. I mean, for real. And this is all because the Detroit Pistons player. I mean, you can't do it. You can't just go out there and get some more fights for real. For real. But look, all this going on, they can do what they have to do. NBA will let this happen. The NBA is going to let this happen. Adam Silver is going to let this happen. So what the Adam Silver is about to do, he's going to pound those players. And he's going to suspend. I wish Isaiah Stewart would be banned for life for the rest of the time. It's just like this, it can happen. It can happen one bit, and it's going to happen in the future. Near in the future, for real. I really don't care. The Detroit Pistons, I really don't care about them. I really don't give a damn about them. Because the Detroit Pistons, man, if they were to be behaving like this for real, they would be way off here. And I wish if they would behave like a champs to me. But they are the first place here in the NBA. They are the first place in the conference. Maybe they can change their ways and just like this. Maybe Isaiah Stewart can change his ways and be a tough player. Be a good player. Start acting like this one. Start acting like a for real. I'm sorry about this. But anyway, Isaiah Stewart, he shouldn't know better getting into this right now. For real. I'm just telling you what's going on or what has happened here. Let's call this video up. Okay, things got very ugly and very quick. Real quick. You saw everything, both teams waiting for the fans. And Miles Brawl went into Jalen. And here comes Isaiah Stewart. He started the whole thing. Way after being stormed off the bench, and then got started the fight with Miles Brawl. things got very ugly in a hurry. Man, oh man, Lord have mercy. And Isaiah Stewart shouldn't know better. I believe Isaiah Stewart out there fighting that guy like a god. And everybody just got everything restored quick. And then we just saw what happens. And yeah, they're the best. They're the Detroit Pistons. They're maybe the best team in the NBA to get to the playoffs, and hopefully there'll be the potential to win the NBA championship. But not like that. But not what I just saw here. That was what I just saw just about 2 nights ago. It's just like this, and yeah, and that's what it is. And Isaiah Stewart and Jalen, they should have known better. And I believe they're going to have the team to have this city and here in up there in Detroit to know that to make everybody know to show the world. They're going to show the world that they are the best team here in the NBA, the Detroit Pistons, just like Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, and Joe Dumars, and yeah, and Bill Lindenberg, Little Bill, something like this. It's going to happen. I see it's going to happen. I've seen this on and on. I've seen this lots of times here on the NBA. I see it all. I see lots of times out there. And whatever it is, what it is, what it is. But Isaiah Stewart, he shouldn't have known better. Throwing that guy, punching like a guard, and that's what it is. But hey, it is what it is. Isaiah Stewart should be banned for life. Hopefully, he should be banned for life. He'll never play basketball again if he keeps on doing like this. But people can't have it. I mean, they have to have Isaiah Stewart get Will Bell, play good, play basketball. Because if he does it, then what's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to him? What is going to happen? It's really going to piss all the fans off. It's really going to piss the coach BJ back a step off. And that's what it is. It can't happen that way. It can't happen that way. Believe me, it is what it is. But when you got these two teams getting into this in each other's face, and I can like to see that for real. I like to see it happening. So I see this right now as we go for this, and as we close this video up. I gotta say this. This is a whole lot of stuff that happen here in the NBA. And the Pistons better work out and smell the coffee. They better work out. They better work out if they come out there swinging. They're gonna come out swinging. They're gonna come out the court, come out swinging like a bee. And all this stuff going on. And like I just saw you this one. This video right here. That is just on an amount of time. It's gonna be on an amount of time until things get out of hand. And that is for sure. That is gonna be off for sure. It's gonna happen for sure. Yes. But for the Detroit Pistons, man, damn it, man, I'm shaming down what they're gonna go into be. But hopefully, these bad boys Pistons, the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys here in the NBA, better behave for real. That's gonna be it for now. Joseph Curry here, and I will be see you soon. Like me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, and subscribe. Subscribe to this video channel and becoming a fan member of the Joseph Curry Show. Share love, family, and friends. Until next time, take care and God bless. But anyway, I'd like to say one thing. To hell, the hell with the bad boy Pistons.